How are we doing today, guys? Thank you once again for joining me on Viper 9 Toy Videos. Today, I have brand new from the Star Wars Vintage Collection, the Shriek-Hawk Mandalorian Special Action Figure Set. I am really digging this vintage style packaging. We've got these 4 Shriek-Hawk Mandalorians in there, and they are amazing looking. On the back of the card, it does have a brief little, the still shot of them in the camp. It does have a brief little description of who they are right there. And overall, I'm just really digging the looks of this set. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of this card back and then go from there. This one here, I believe, was an Amazon exclusive. I don't think it was popping up anywhere else, like Pulse or anything like that. I think it was only on Amazon at this moment. Go ahead and see if we can't get them slid out of there. Holy cow. And then it does have a bubble back. I don't think I'm going to worry about cutting that bubble. Oh, maybe I should have. Dang. That glue has gotten better. The glue for to hold the figures in has gotten substantially better. I remember one point in time when cards, figures were practically falling off their cards. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this first one here real quick. Go ahead and pop her out. She's got her jetpack, and I believe it's going to go kind of corresponding in some of the weapons here. So, the knife on top will be hers. I know the smaller of the 2 blasters is hers. We're just going to go ahead and cut all of this while I'm at it. There we go. There's real no guide or instructions on who gets what. But there is the female Shriek-Hawk. And I am digging the overall design of this character. I'm loving the scarf. The scratches going down the helmet, they are just cosmetic, so they're not like sculpted in or anything like that, if you're actually able to see those. But those are really good looking. I'm digging the Death Watch symbol. How about we stay focused there, camera? Digging the Death Watch symbol there on the shoulder. Paint apps are looking really good. I'm digging how this is looking. She does have the all-important holster. That jetpack does peg into the back. I'm not seeing anywhere to sheath a knife, which that's okay. I might just be nitpicky at that point that I want a place to sheath a knife, but as small as this figure is, it might make it a little difficult to get, a sheath and have it look practical. The neck is double ball jointed. The scarf is free floating, kind of sculpted to stay off the one side. She does have the 2-piece shoulder pads, so it does have full range of articulation in the shoulders. The elbows, are tight. I might want to heat up. Oh, there goes the knife. Come on. It went. Just be a little careful. It went. It does have the ball jointed waist, has the new updated ball jointed hips with thigh swivel. Oh, this figure has some really stiff joints. The knees are pretty decent. If you can get them to move right out the box. But there is the first Shriek-Hawk. We'll go ahead and lay her there. We'll get out the accessories for this second. Oh, let's take a look at that. Oh, please. Okay, good. It does move. So the rangefinder was a little tweaked in the packaging, but it does move. So that's nice. The male here, he does he have? I believe he has a double ball joint neck. Yeah, he does definitely have the double ball joint neck. The shoulder articulation, so he does have the two-piece shoulder pads. He has the swivel or the ball jointed waist, new updated ball joint hips, thigh swivels. I really dig the hidden knee joints on this one. Then he does have rocker ankles. And these are soft goods, not soft goods. These are rubber, hard goods, but they're pliable. They have a really good bend to them. So I don't think that's going to hinder the figure too much, because I mean, even with that on there, it's more just his leg joints that are hindered than I think the actual skirt that's hindering it. He does have a holster for his blaster. Ooh. Then the jetpack just pegs right in there. No holes on the jetpacks for the flame effects. That is a little bit of a bummer, because we've gotten some really good flame effects with a bunch of the Mandalorian figures that have already come out. The Boba Fett, the Paz Vizsla, so on and so forth. But his jetpack, actually, it looks like none of the jetpacks except flame effects. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Flame effects would have been kind of rad on some of these, especially where, you know, their Shriek-Hawks, they fly. That's kind of their whole big thing. Oh, I didn't talk about wrists on either one. So they do have the rocker wrists on both figures. Looks like he has one vertical and, nope, both verticals on those. Give him his little vibro blade as well. Oh, maybe. I did not want to fit into his hand. And then she does have rocker wrists as well. Both verticals. And it looks like they did extend out her gloves a little bit. The palm swell is a little bit gnarly into her hand, but overall, it didn't look too bad. She was able to hold the knife, so yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and get out the third Mando here real quick. The third Shriek-Hawk. So I'm digging a lot of the design choices on these guys. I mean, these two, it does look like they have different wrist gauntlets, different helmets. Oh, maybe they're the same lefts, or same rights, I mean. Different shoulder pads. Shoulder pad had a different design on it. The chest armor is the same, codpiece is different. And then the legs are the same. So, not too much different on them between the two of them. So, double ball joint neck. Shoulders, once again, are amazing. They can go, you know, past the T. Elbows, just got to be careful with these joints. They're feeling a little stiff on them. Does have wrist rockers, verticals. Ball jointed waist, updated hips, thigh swivels. I like how they've kind of hidden the little bit of the thigh cut underneath those pads too. Knee joints on him aren't great. As you can see, they don't bend very much. They're a little hindered by the cloth design there on the back. Then he does also have rocker ankles. Did I go over the knees on him? I guess I didn't. Because they're the same legs, so his leg design doesn't do very well either. Now, which backpack do you think was his? I'm thinking the one with the red marks goes one with the red, but then again, he has red, greens, he doesn't have green. So we'll go with the red markings, I think. I don't know. So there is his backpack. His blaster. We'll go ahead and give him that lower vibro blade. Go ahead and get that holstered. I really do like the fact that they incorporated holsters on these figures, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. And each vibro blade does look to be of a different design as well. So she has her own style of blaster. All three guys have their own style of blaster. You do come with one of the bigger guns, and then all three different vibro blades. So that's kind of neat. I didn't know they had made that many. I don't know if they're new for this set, honestly, because I know Paz has come with one in the past, and Din has come with one in the past. And one thing that is mildly disappointing, I did get two of these sets in the mail, one for me and one for my brother, and on both of them, this exhaust, whatever you want to call it, is bent like that, like it's tweaked, and you could see where I kind of went to go tweak it back, and it still wants to lift up. So that's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. It does have the ball joint neck. I'm digging this helmet with that smaller antenna. Oh, it is. Is that a rangefinder too, or is that a flashlight? Or is that missing its... And oh, I wonder if it's supposed to be a broken rangefinder. I wonder if this is actually broken, or if it's supposed to be a broken rangefinder. I'll have to look at comparison pics of some other people that got their figures in and see how they look. So double ball joint neck. The shoulder articulation. Oh, he doesn't have the two-piece shoulder armor. So the armor isn't free-floating like it is on these figures here. It's actually attached to his arms. So it does restrict a little bit on the T-pose. Not too bad. He does also have different chest armor on that. And then his thigh armor is different. Gauntlets look to be a little different. Maybe it's just the paint that's throwing me off. They might be the same. He does have the ball joint waist. The updated hips with thigh swivel. Gotta love those thigh swivels. I didn't realize what I was missing until I got a lot of these figures with thigh swivels and realized how they make a big difference in posing. The knees are amazing. He's got a really good bend on that. Not gonna lie, I probably should pay a little bit more attention to their builds to see who these guys share parts with. But I think I've mentioned in a video before that it's just really hard for me to pay attention to some of that stuff. I don't know, never really did it well with G.I. Joe, never really did it well with the Star Wars figures, but it is what it is. I really dig that kind of semi-cross-draw holster. That is really cool looking. Well, there you have it. There is the fourth Shriek-Hawk, and he does have wrist rockers as well, both verticals. But there is the Mandalorian Shriek-Hawk set. I believe it was from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. They go and rescue Paz Vizsla's boy, spoiler, when he gets picked up by... Was that a Shriek-Hawk? Is that what they called that bird? But either way, really digging these figures. I know they're just more Mandalorians, but the decos on them, the paint on them, they look really cool. Really cool. Right there, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave that with hit that like, smash that follow if you haven't already. Do also please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Right now, I'm doing a Halloween theme. I have 2 more Thursdays to go, but I'm really digging what I'm doing there. I hope other people will too. But thanks for watching.